Okay, so this is a quick demonstration of the space switching tool that I ported or created for Motion Builder to help you animate things where you have to switch spaces or make stuff follow around. In this example, I have a few cubes. The red one is going to be the cube that will be moved by all of the other cubes. And if I just play this, you can see the cubes rotate. So the goal is to have this object driven by all of the cubes and switch to reach its end destination. So to start, I first create the system. It's pretty simple. So I don't have any UI right now. Just use a command line. Basically, I feed in all of the data, like the node's name. Then I create a comment, all of the spaces. So if I run this, the space system is set up. It basically works with anything: weapons, characters, cubes, I don't know, whatever you want. So now if you check in the properties of this cube, you can find a new custom property called space. In here I can set the current space, so basically what is going to move this cube. And the neat thing about this is, so if I set the space to, I don't know, cube 4 is this, you can see that at some point it's going to move the cube. And the key with this is, so like if you want to have different parents moving the cube, you can also switch between. So basically the biggest advantage is basically the cube will move in the space of this cube, but you can still hand animate the object itself. So if I want to have any actual motion. So to make this a little bit faster, and so I don't have to run commands all the time, I wrote a simple menu. So if I click on a cube and run a specific hotkey, it will check if this cube, this object has properties, has the space property, and it will show me this menu. So basically I can use this to switch around the objects and also to bake the current animation to any specific space I want to. So to demonstrate this, I'm going to start building the scene. So first of all, we start with cube 1. Pretty simple. It takes care of keying all of your stuff, so that's pretty handy. Okay, so now as you can see, the cube is moved around by the other cubes. And this is basically switching around 5 different spaces. So basically the 4 cubes and the world space, which is basically just at 0, 0, 0. So now basically there is a pop because the constraints are active. And now to basically turn this into usable data, you will have to bake down the space. And the advantage here is I can bake it into any space I want. So normally I would bake this into the world, but let's say I want to keep the motion basically on a cube space. I can do that too. So to do this, I just select bake to world. This will iterate all of the keys and bake it frame by frame. So now if you take a look at the key data, you can see basically created all of the movements for us, and it's always in the world space now. So I can manipulate this data using layers, whatever I like. And the cool thing is now, if you run it, it's going to be pretty smooth. And yeah, so you can apply this to anything you want. It's pretty useful if you have, like, I don't know, a weapon and you want to switch like 1 or 2 mags. The system helps you get the base animation done really quickly. Or have a rifle follow a guy, I don't know. But yeah, basically I just wanted to demonstrate this. This is basically one of the essential tools you need when animating, and it's pretty nice to have this in Motion Builder.